Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're focusing in on another section of the recovery journal and the process there, and that is the recovery date. It is taking items from the list from your journal that you have articulated that you want to do, be, have, or become, and then going out and doing those one from that list, at least taking at least 2 hours a week and going out on the recovery date. And this is a date that you are to engage in on your own, independently, without anyone else, really without having to explain it, to anyone else, but that is meant to take you to a new place, a new destination, a new experience, a new feeling, something that which you have been procrastinating, putting off, or just getting lazy about. Because oftentimes when you're plagued by a abuser, people tend to get depressed, anxious, and lazy. They don't feel like they're good enough, so they don't make the effort to go and pursue those activities which they really want to do. They make excuses, they put it off. It's too cold, it's too far, it's too hot, I don't have the right shoes, I don't have the, whatever. I mean, these are just excuses. So I want you to take your calendar that we discussed, where for future dates. A daily or monthly calendar, and I want you to set aside at least 2 hours a week to go out on a recovery date. So it's going out and doing something that is in fulfillment of one of your activities that you want to do, be, have, or become. So for example, if you wanted to become a master gardener, that was part of your wants and, something that you've always wanted to do, but you hitherto had not engaged in pursuit of that because you felt ashamed, you felt low, you were criticized, you were insulted for doing that. But yet it's something that you really had a passion for. Even, you've always admired beautiful gardens or the way that gardens complement a building or the outdoors. And you've had, a plot of land that you always wanted to develop but never had the resources, skills, time, or design. So then part of your, what would a recovery date then look like? It would be going to the library and getting books on gardening that you find interesting. It would be going out and getting books on botanicals. It would be going out and researching different flowers from across the globe. It would be going and expanding your knowledge in that area. It would be getting books. It would maybe be going to a local gardening store just to look around for 2 hours. You don't have to purchase anything. This is not about spending a lot of money. This is about engaging and taking in, filling up the void, filling up the chasm, filling up the hole that had been left in you by this abuser. So going out and just relaxing and getting out of the role of being the victim and giving yourself a chance to say, just for these 2 hours, I'm going to feel victorious. Just for these 2 hours, I'm going to go and embrace my inner gardener. I'm going to embrace this new part of myself, my I am. And I'm just going to go and look and observe and take it in and give myself a chance to experience. So it's not about having an excuse, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time. You need to find the time. You need to make the time. You need to schedule it in that calendar, that yearly calendar, that daily calendar that we described earlier. You need to then fill that in ahead of time. Get out your calendar, get into it, and, at least once a week, set aside 2 hours and then write in recovery date in those 2 hours. And when you look at your clock on that day, it might be Thursdays from 5 to 7, you are going on your recovery date. Even if you have to miss dinner with the family, even if you have to make other arrangements or you get home a little bit later, you get home a little bit earlier, you're going on that recovery date. So for example, what are some other ideas that perhaps our gardener might go on? They might go to a seed store. You might go to a gardening expo. You might go and look at the hardware store and just look at the different, different planting styles that they have. You might go on a 2-hour drive around the city or the country and take a look at other gardens that people are doing and maybe take pictures. Go for a short walk, but within your 2 hours, go somewhere and park your car and go tour some beautiful gardens. Find other destinations that you would like to develop and then travel to in future weeks on your recovery date. And then just go and walk in those gardens. Or, it's something that is meant to get you out of the house and pursuing this and doing this. And then pretty soon you're going to get the momentum. You're going to get the connection between you and your dream, and you're going to start doing it. So you need to move into that radical action. And this will be a chance for you to really recover from that void part of yourself. What is another example of what a recovery date might look like? Let's say one of your to-dos, you wanted to become an equestrian, or you wanted to be a horseback rider. There again, you might go to the library. You might look at books on horses. You might get a chance to go and visit a farm. You might go and visit some stables and just say that you just want to, view the horses. Are there any that you can pet? Go and talk to some trainers. Go and see what kind of classes they have. Talk to people who are in the classes. Just go and get a chance to feel that. Go to a riding store. See what the saddles look like. See what the, whatever the, bridles look like. Look at all the different artistic development of the different bridles. How they might have been leather tooled. Get a chance to feel, touch and smell these. Incorporate your senses into it. And then pretty soon, you'll find yourself making connections and then maybe scheduling your first 1-hour ride, or, scheduling your first, chance to see a rodeo, or another type of rare horses that you might be able to see, the dancing horses, the Arabian horses, or something like that. Scheduling a time then to go out and view these. So you're getting a chance to develop yourself from that list that you have developed in your recovery journal. What are some other ideas? You want to cook. You want to become a better cook. So you might, go to your local bookstore, Barnes and Nobles, or whatever big bookstores in your area, and just go look at all the different cooking books. Take pictures from the pages. Find ingredients that are of interest to you. Expand your palette. Go to a cooking store, see what kind of demos they have, what kind of different cooking utensils that they have, different cookware, different pans, different pots, different ways of, artfully creating the food itself. Look at pictures, develop some of these, and the next thing, go and purchase some unique spices, some unique ingredients. Perhaps you want to go more vegetarian, so you develop more vegetarian recipes or more vegan recipes. Find alternative sort of ingredients. So rather than using butter, find if you can use coconut oil or butter or olive oil, the other lighter oils that are becoming more popular. Giving yourself a chance to expand on these. So if you can take 2 hours, it's not overwhelming. It is something that you can do. It doesn't have to take a lot of money, a lot of time, so you have no excuse. But little by little, consistently, you'll begin then to fill up that void, fill up that reservoir that was hollowed out within you, and giving you a chance to experience some of those concepts on your list, some of those items on your list, and you're getting yourself a chance to develop and expand into those, and furthermore enhance your identity in a positive way. And then next onto that is to seek community with others who also create and are within each of those different part of your recovery dates. So if you were into gardening, then you could meet other gardeners, or get into some part-time work in that. Or same thing with the equestrian, get into some part-time work, or find a community of riders so that you can maybe ride more consistently. Something that can help you to really fully develop that, and you then become that which you have wanted and designed for. It's so important to have a vision moving forward, and then furthermore reinforce that. We talk about how important it is to surround yourself with positive images, sayings, verbalizations, and feelings. So furthermore, when you're on that, fulfilling that recovery date, remember how important it is to have the written word and the positive art that helps reinforce your emotions and gets you flowing in that direction. Versus, so if you take a look around, see what things you need to get rid of that aren't serving you, that don't feel good anymore, that you've outgrown. Give them to your local charity, and then clear out and give yourself a chance to open up for the new and really develop your personality in that new direction where hitherto it had never been developed before. I think it'll be very refreshing, and it'll start giving you that energy that you've been looking for to overcome that from narcissistic or psychopathic abuse. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. And also share your recovery dates with us. I'd be interested to hear from them.